Another key witness takes the stand in the Aaron Hernandez murder trial. Today, the jury heard from Hernandez's former close friend, Alexander Bradley. Now, Bradley is the same man suing Hernandez over a shooting in Florida that cost him an eye. The defense wanted to keep him off the stand, but the judge allowed him to testify as long as he didn't mention the Florida shooting. Eyewitness News reporter Susan Campbell joins us now from Fall River Superior Court with the Southeastern Massachusetts Mobile Newsroom.
Alexander Bradley testified about guns and drugs. He also talked about his friendship with Aaron Hernandez. He said the two were close enough that Hernandez asked him to be the godfather of Hernandez's child.
The whole truth and nothing but the truth to help you.
Alexander Bradley says he and Aaron Hernandez used to be best friends. He says the two smoked marijuana, hung out, and traveled together. On one of their Florida trips, Bradley says he saw Hernandez with a gun.
Another gentleman who was a friend of Mr. Hernandez pulled a firearm out there, and he passed the firearm to Mr. Hernandez. And Mr. Hernandez held it, looked at it. It appeared to be a Glock.
What made you think that?
Well, they're shaped a little differently, and the top appears to be a material other than metal. It looked plastic, kind of.
Bradley says he also saw a gun with money and marijuana in a safe at Hernandez's home.
It was silver grayish colored with a brown handle.
Okay. And were you able to determine whether it was a revolver or a semi-automatic?
It was a semi-automatic pistol.
It wasn't a Glock.
No, sir.
Prosecutors have argued Odin Lloyd was killed by a .45 caliber Glock. The murder weapon has not been found. Alexander Bradley was not allowed to testify about allegedly being shot in the face by Aaron Hernandez. Coming up new at 6, what else he was not allowed to tell jurors. In Fall River with the Southeastern Massachusetts Mobile Newsroom, Susan Campbell, Eyewitness News.
Now Hernandez on trial. The once close friend of Aaron Hernandez, who sued the former Patriots player for shooting him in the face, takes the stand today.
Live at 5, we told you how a judge allowed Alexander Bradley to testify as long as he didn't talk about that shooting in Florida.
And now new at 6, we're learning more about what Bradley was not allowed to tell jurors. From the Southeastern Massachusetts Mobile Newsroom, Eyewitness News reporter Susan Campbell has the details from Fall River Superior Court.
Alexander Bradley told jurors he saw Aaron Hernandez with 2 different guns. He says he also saw Hernandez chain smoking marijuana, but Bradley was not allowed to tell jurors about Hernandez's seemingly paranoid behavior.
Indicated to me that
Alexander Bradley says his former friend Aaron Hernandez had a hard time trusting people.
he was just unreasonably suspicious of.
Strike that.
Bradley gave an example of that behavior during voir dire.
He thought he was being followed by helicopters or tailed by police.
The judge ruled the jury is not allowed to hear that comment or this one.
He didn't want me to use iPhones around him. He stated that to me
Did he explain why?
because he stated that all conversations could be heard at any time through iPhones.
Previously, the judge ruled Bradley would not be allowed to testify about allegedly being shot by Hernandez in Florida in February of 2013. According to police records, Bradley was discovered in an industrial park bleeding from a gunshot wound to the head. Initially, Bradley told investigators he didn't know who shot him and refused to cooperate with the investigation. Subsequent court records show the alleged shooting may have happened because Hernandez wanted Bradley to split a tab at a strip club, and Bradley refused. Prosecutors told the judge they plan to call the medical examiner to the stand tomorrow. They've also indicated they plan to rest their case tomorrow. In Fall River with the Southeastern Massachusetts Mobile Newsroom, Susan Campbell, Eyewitness News.